In the jungle, there lived a lion by the name of Basuraka. He was very powerful and used to kill the other animals indiscriminately. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am reading the tales of Panchatantra written by Vishnu Sharma, and today I start reading the story of the lion and the hare. One day, all the antelopes, boars, buffaloes, hares, and the rest went together to the lion and said, Master, why do you persist in killing so many of us every day, so unnecessarily, when one animal would satisfy your hunger? Please come to an understanding with us. From today onward, we promise to send to your lair and animal every day for your food. If in return you guarantee that we shall be able to wander about unmolested in the jungle. In this way, you will have no trouble maintaining yourself and we won't be killed so indiscriminately. They say, as by taking medicine in small doses, a man grows strong, so too a king becomes powerful by taxing his subjects bit by bit. A cow must be well cared for before she yields milk, and the creepers watered before they give beautiful flowers. So too a king must take care of his subjects if he wants to get the best out of them. When he had finished listening to this, Basuraka said, It's very true what you say, but if I don't receive one animal every day, I shall eat every one of you. The animals promised that they would keep their word. Accordingly, every day they drew lots, sent one animal to the lion, and roamed in the jungle unafraid. One day it was the hare's turn. Forced by the other animals, he made his way to the lion, slowly and very much against his will. On the way, the hare was considering how he might kill the lion. When he came to a well, he leaped up on the edge and saw his reflection in the water. At this, he thought to himself, Now I know a way that won't fail. I'll deceive the lion and make him fall into the well. By the time the hare reached the lion, the sun was setting. Basuraka was in a fury because he had been kept waiting. He licked his lips hungrily and said to himself, The first thing I'll do tomorrow is kill all those animals. When he was thinking this, the hare came slowly and stood before him. The lion flared up and began to shout at him. You miserable creature! First, you are too small, and secondly, you are late. Well, for this, I'm going to kill you immediately, and I'll kill the rest of them in the jungle tomorrow morning. The hare very humbly replied, Master, it is not my fault, nor the fault of the other animals. Please listen, I will explain. The lion said, Hurry up and tell me before I crush you. The hare said, Well, today it fell to my lot to come to you. Because I'm small, they sent four other hares with me. On the way, a huge lion came out of the den and cried, Oh, you, where are you going? Call upon your chosen deity. And I said, Sir, we are all going to our master Basuraka at the appointment time to fulfill our promise. And he said, Who is this Basuraka? I am the master of the jungle. You should fulfill your promises only to me. Basuraka is an impostor. I shall hold four of you hares as hostages while you go and challenge Basuraka to a trail of strength with me. Whoever turns out to be stronger deserves to be king of the jungle, and only he shall eat all the hares. The hare continued, And so I have come to you as he ordered me to. That is why I am late. Now do as you think best. When he heard this, Basuraka said, Friend, If this is true, then take me to this pretender immediately, so that I can pour out on him all my rage against you, and then I shall be quiet. The hare said, Master, it is the truth, but the lion lives in a stronghold. It's difficult to attack someone who is hiding in a stronghold, for they say a single archer behind the wall of a castle can fight 100 men of the enemy. When he heard this, Bhasuruka replied, Friend, he may have hidden himself in his stronghold, but just show him to me, I'll kill him. For they say, suppress your enemies and diseases at the very beginning, or they will become strong and destroy you. The hare said, That's true, but I have seen him. He's very strong. It would be unwise of you to approach him without finding out exactly what his strength is, for they say, He who attacks an enemy without knowing his strength is sure to be destroyed like a moth in the fire. Vasuraka said, That's not your concern. Just take me to him. The hare said, Very well then, come with me. The hare went ahead so as to lead the lion to the well. When they reached the well, the hare said to the lion, My lord, who can withstand your power? The impostor has seen you coming and has hidden himself in his stronghold. And the hare pointed out the well. The foolish lion saw his reflection in the water and imagined that it was his enemy. He roared fearfully, and at once his roar was doubtly re-echoed from the well. Furious at the other lion, he leapt in upon him and was drowned. Very pleased with himself, the hare went back to the jungle and told the other animals what had happened. They showered him with praises, and all lived happily ever after. Dhamnak continued, And so, that's why I said it's the clever man who is powerful. Now, if you think fit, I shall use my cleverness to create dissension between the lion and Sanjeevak. Kartak said, If you can, then do it, and may God protect you. One day shortly afterwards, seeing Pinglak sitting apart from Sanjeevak, Dhamnak bowed and stood before him. Pinglak said, My friend, where have you been hiding for so long? Dhamnak said, I didn't come because you wouldn't have anything to do with me, but I have come now of my own accord to talk with you because I see the impending destruction of all your administration and my heart is heavy with grief. When he heard Dhamnak speaking so intently, Pinglak asked him, What are you trying to say to me? Out with it. Dhamnak replied, Master, Sanjeevak hates you. This very ox that you consider to be your friend is in reality your enemy. He told me in confidence, Dhamnak, I have got to know all about Pinglak's strength and weaknesses. I am going to kill him and become king of the animals. Then I shall appoint you as my minister. When Pinglak heard this, he was flabbergasted, as it was thunderbolt had struck him, and he could not speak. Dhamnak saw this and thought to himself, Pinglak certainly has too much confidence in Sanjeevak. Undoubtedly, this will lead to Pinglak's destruction. They say, when a king submits himself entirely to one adviser, that man becomes haughty and mad for power. He will try to be independent, and as this desire grows in his heart, in the end he will secretly plan the king's death. After some time, Pinglak recovered himself and said, What shall I do? Sanjeevak has become as dear to me as my own life. I cannot believe that he could betray me. Dhamnak replied, Master, being a servant is always painful. Only the weak, the ones with no initiative, faithfully serve the king forever. Pinglak said, All the same, still my mind is not poisoned against him. Dhamnak said, Your Majesty, you are making a great mistake. And in any case, what particular virtue do you see in Sanjeevak? He is a fellow without qualities. And if you think that he is a heavy animal and will help you kill your enemies, you are mistaken. He is a mere grass eater, and all your enemies are carnivorous. And so, the best thing you can do is accuse him of some offense and kill him. Pingluk said. To find fault with someone after openly singing his praises will be like breathing an oath. Besides, I have given my word, as you advised me to, that he would be safe. How then can I kill him with my own hands? Sanjeevak is a real friend to me. I have no reason whatever to be angry with him. For it's not good to cut down even a poisonous tree if it has been planted by one's own hands. And first, it is foolish to love, but if love, one must. That love should be allowed to grow. And then it is shameful to raise someone up and afterwards to cause his downfall. And so, even if Sanjeevak has turned traitor to me, I shall not lift my hand against him. Dhamnak replied, Your Majesty, to take pity on an enemy is against the royal code. And if you follow this non-violent creed, where will the others get meat from? If they forsake you, you too will die. When you are in the company of Sanjeevak, you don't even think of going out hunting, because in the company of the wicked, the good follow the wrong path. And so the wise shun the company of wicked men and refrain from entertaining a man whose character is unknown. The buck was at fault, but instead they kill the flea. Pingluk asked, How was that? And Dhamnak told. But what Dhamnak told, I'll tell you in my next video. Till then, keep listening beautiful stories and keep smiling.